Parliament needs to occupy that space. We wonder why you love coming to the city center.
For HIV/AIDS and TB management. So the 10.6 billion which we have been getting has been reducing, but now it is completely getting out. So we may need the fund, the successor fund, to continue handling HIV/AIDS and TB management. The fourth issue is the misalignment of prison sports. That one you had already highlighted it, which calls for need to increase on the transport equipment and then fuel. And the last issue, sir, is the inadequate ICT security systems, which I had already hinted on, where we need CCTV cameras, and we are saying that our plan is to have CCTV cameras in all the 270 prisons. But the strategy is to have phase 1, year 1, and year 2, which will cost 65 billion. Then phase 2 will be year 3 and year 4. It will require 76 billion. And then the last phase will be the 5th year, which will require 87 billion. I thank you, sir.
Care management, well, important. Okay, but let me welcome my colleague, Honorable Kahonda. Please introduce yourself. Then we give a chance to others.
Chair, my name is retired Captain Denozio Kahonda, MP Hinda South, Mutoma District. Because that's a serious breach of...
Thank you for highlighting it, Honorable colleague. It's really breach of... yeah. As if...
Let him answer for himself. Me, I'm not a doctor. If I was to inject you, I would send you to create that.
On the issue raised, prisoners being driven in the bus and at the petrol station, we apologize. It is a very big concern, and I don't think we would take it lightly with the officers concerned with that. 2, on the issue of the construction of the minimax prisons, we have a strategic plan for those minimax prisons, and the construction, we are going to phase them out. 1, we shall have 1 fund permitting. We are going to start with Mbarara minimax, which we are going to construct. Then in Northern, we are going to have 1 in Lugore, because we look at where the areas with the big pieces of land. So another one will be in Mbarara. The first phase is going to be in Mbarara. Second one, and the third and the fourth, Gulu, Soroti, and Fort Poto, because that is the way to go. That in a one place we can contain all this. Now, on the issue of when we took over the former local administration prisons, most of them were at sub-county levels and were mainly owned by either the kingdoms or something like that, and of course the local government. And when the structures of those units, those holding cells, were so small and tiny, and but we have been improving on those structures, much as they don't belong to us, because we sort of have issues with those former local administration, some of them especially which are sitting on kingdom property. However, as we talk now, we have less than 13 of those kind of structures which are still having night bucket system. The rest, they're all being improved on with the waterborne toilets. So we are systematically removing them, and we are assuring you that come this year, we will not have. We had only been having that challenge because this property were not our property. We are just negotiating with the kingdom, see how we improve on those. Because you can also not inject too much on a property which is not yours.
That you don't own.
Because we don't own them. Okay. So government is going to put a lot of money
to improve on those property which doesn't belong to us as government. However, we have done our best from the so many, because originally we had only 47 central government prisons, which was under our control, and all of them were doing very well. But when we took over the rest of the 200 and plus, we had to start systematically. But we promise, because it's a human rights issue, we cannot sit back and allow such things to continue. We have less than 13 now in the whole country.
Thank you, Akena. We take your word, said it in front of the provided. Because prisoners in cells, especially, even convicts, after that they become better human beings and better Ugandans. Okay? So I think we are done with the
women. So where do the kids end up? Suppose the kids are being abandoned by relatives, they don't come to collect them. Where do they end?
I thought your question would be, do these mothers come?
They have to be with these kids up to 18 months, according to the prison's rules and regulations. But when they reach the prisons with these kids, they don't want to release them, because even the condition that we give to them, minimum,
favorable,
is more better than when these kids are outside. Up to now, we are almost going up to 24 months. But as prisons, we always try to make sure that we make life a little bit better for these children. We have had babies centers in the main women prisons. We have them there. We provide them with the basics and everything. Yes, it's also true that a woman will come when she's pregnant. Mm-hmm. For instance, last night, we are all mature people. Last night, someone had meeting the husband or the friend, and a baby was inside. We don't know now, but she commits crime today, arrested by my colleague. So now when they come to the prison, when they come to prison, I want to finish. When they come to prison, we have what we call pre-entry screening. Mm-hmm. The medical doctor is here. All women who come to the prison, on arrival, we have what we call pre-entry screening, including pregnancy tests. Right? Mm. Including pregnancy tests and all other health-related matters, HIV, AIDS, all these other things. We do this, TB and so on. So a woman now on 2 years murder charge, definitely she's going to give birth to a child while inside the prison. Mm. So there's no question about that. It should clear that thinking somewhere probably they get pregnant. How do they get pregnant from inside the prison? It's not possible. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Yes. I mean 24 months, sorry. When they reach 24 months, now it's mandatory, they must get out. So we have the rehabilitation.
The child has to get out.
Yes, 24 months now.
Yes.
Because originally it's supposed to be 18 months. But
now the question from the honorable colleague
yes,
is that what happens if the relatives
we have those other NGOs. There are all those NGOs who take care of such children.
Okay.
They come for them, but we as prisons, we take it upon ourselves to ensure that we connect the family of where this kid comes from. But if it totally fails, for us as prison, we cannot keep them. So there are other NGOs also who are doing that.
Sango Bay is being encroached on by individuals. Can you...
Let us just not even go there. Sango Bay is not prison's land, Honorable.
Not Sango
that one,
Bay.
but not Sango Bay. Thank you.
Okay, Honorable Minister.
A clarification from DCGP.
In the country, that's 294 children.
Yes.
Whose mothers you have in custody.
Yes, please.
All came with their mothers or in their wombs.
Yes. That is it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Nobody conceived while in prison.
No.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, honorable colleagues. I think we release. Thank you for this.
Of motorcycles for the sub-counties. I think you've been seeing them. All we need now is capacity to maintain them, and then we build more and more stations, what we have been spending in rent. Scientific investigation, Chair, we have the idea of
accessing his personal doctors. There's been a lot of misinformation, but the truth is that we are taking care of Dr. Kiza Besige to the best of our, but of course he has his preference, and together with the family and considering all other issues at hand, when need arises, he can be able to allow to access his personal doctor. But otherwise, prisons will have the capacity to handle. But as and when need arises, he's allowed to have access to his personal doctor.
Okay. Is that microphone on? It should.